My name's Alicia, and I just wanted to quick explain how I got started coaching and a little bit about my story. So I'm actually currently hiding behind my bed, hoping that my three kids are content and they are able to entertain themselves for a little bit. My husband's home and down there with him, so hopefully we'll be good. But if a little human runs in here, don't mind them. Okay, so again, my name's Alicia, and I am I'm 34 years old this year, which I just had to do the math last night. You know, when you get to that age where you have to start doing the math, it's fun. And anyway, so I'm 34, and I have to say that I am, since I started this journey, and like right now, I am the most fulfilled, the happiest, and like the best version of me that I have been in my whole life. And I found this thing, and whatever it is, I'm gonna hold on to it. And I want to share with you like how I came into this process. And so let's see. First, I don't know how far back I should go, right? But let's start with how I found this program. My coach reached out to me last summer. It invited me to do this challenge group she was doing, and I had just had our third baby and was right in the middle of planning a move to Virginia. So I grew up in Michigan. I lived in Michigan my whole life. I'm a homebody. I could never imagine living more than a mile from my mom, and so now we live in Virginia. And so back to that summer, though, I had just had this little 3-week-old baby. I remember my husband came home and he said, Alicia, I want to apply for this job. And you know, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And as he was telling me this story, I remember like my heart just sunk, and I felt like he was kicking me in the stomach. And I'm holding this 3-week-old, and but there's this joy in his eyes. And for several years, you know, it was our third kid, and we had been struggling to find time for each other, struggling just with like money and paying off our student loans, and the tension had gotten really bad. And so as he shared this new opportunity, and I saw the joy in his eyes, I knew we had to go. And so we moved to Virginia in August. Trip was 3 months old when we finally moved in, and that whole summer was just a blur. I'm one of those people, I'm an overfunctioner, and so when I have like times of high stress or anxiety, I tend to just go, do, and I bulldoze people in my path, and I make lists, and I'm always moving, always working. And it wasn't until I had dropped my best friend off at the airport in August that I realized I had nothing left to do. You know, she had come down and helped us move in, and we had unpacked everything. I had gotten all the groceries I needed, and I realized now it's just me and these 3 kids, and I didn't know anybody in Virginia. And the realization of that just sunk in so hard. And I had some postpartum stuff going on, I think, and I just fell really deep into a depression. And I don't know if you've ever been to Southwest Virginia, but it's beautiful down here. And I mean, driving home from the airport that night, I remember like the sun was setting over the mountains, and I thought to myself, man, it's really beautiful. And then some other thought rushed into my head, and it was like, no, it's not beautiful. Nothing here is beautiful. You hate it here. And so I started to just say, I hate it here, I hate it here. And that became my mantra for several months. Everything, even the good things, I wouldn't let myself feel a minute of happiness, of joy. And it was all a mindset. And sometime in October, I was still doing this program, like the fitness part of the program that my friend had invited me to in the summer, but I wasn't getting any results, and I was miserable. I kept getting more and more miserable, and to the point that I was like, I'm either gonna start drinking again, and I'm in recovery, so I don't drink. I'm either gonna start drinking again, or I'm gonna have to leave my family because I don't want my kids to see me like this. And I was just in a really bad place. And my friend, my coach, Hillary, asked me again if I wanted to coach like what she was doing, like helping other women get fit and healthy and live their best lives. And I thought she was freaking crazy town. Like, I was like, girl, do you have any clue? I was like, you have no idea what's going on in my head. You didn't see like the sleeve of Oreos I ate last night. You didn't hear, I mean, if you had heard the way I was talking to my kids or my husband, you know, fill in the blank. It was bad. And I was like, there's no way I can coach other people. I'm a wreck. But it sunk in, and I thought about it, and finally, around Christmas time, I knew I had to do something different. I had like actually gained weight since having my baby, and I know that was because of like my stress, my late night snacking habits, and the weight thing I don't even care about, honestly. Like, I don't weigh myself regularly now. It's not something I focus on. It's like the last thing I focus on, in fact. But I knew that what was going on in my head was just really bad. I didn't want to raise my kids like that. And so I had to change. And so she asked me again, and I said, let me talk to you after the holidays. And I thought about it, and I thought about it. And come January 1st, I started making my list of goals, what I was going to accomplish this year. And I waited about a week to talk to her again because I wanted to see if I could start to do some of the things on my list. The other things, I had like 20 things that I was gonna do this year. And on the very last one, like number 20 was like, coach, question mark. And I read a couple books, like personal help, self-help books, and rolled my eyes hard at them, and finally agreed to do it. And it was like that combined, like that agreeing to do it was like the moment for me. It was like an aha moment. I knew because like I said, I'm in recovery. I've been clean and sober for over 8 years now, and I knew with my recovery journey that I had to help other people, and in order to stay clean and help myself. And so I thought, man, if this is like that, then the best way for me to get healthy and happy is to start helping other people. And my results happened like overnight, very quickly. I credit that a lot to my commitment to, first and foremost, personal development. I read something positive every single day. I started disconnecting from negative things. Social media can be a blessing or a curse, and so I had to unfollow a lot of people, a lot of friends, some family, and my life is totally different now. And it's been the honor of my life, you know. And so now I have a team, and I get to teach other women how to help women. And so it started with just helping a few people. And I told myself when I started this, if I could help just one person, and if that one person was me, it would be freaking amazing. But by sharing my own journey, my own struggles, because I realized I'm not perfect. I'm not at my goal weight. I'm clearly like unstable. Emotionally, I was struggling, and I thought, man, if I just share that struggle, if I just get really honest with my people, my friends, and I start sharing how I'm feeling, you know, I'll feel better. And so when I first started, I said, I'm going to get as honest as I can, and I'm just going to share what it's like on this journey. And so I did, and it's been amazing, you know, because there are very few people out there who are going to be like, you suck. There are way more people, I promise, that are like, I'm rooting for you. And a lot of those people join me, you know, and so I share honestly, which helps me. I'm kind of creating this virtual video diary for my kids, my grandkids, which is so cool. You know, there was a post several months ago. I was in my closet crying, and I thought, man, if this isn't gonna help my daughter when she's, you know, 30 and crying in her closet, and I get to do that now. And so by sharing my story and my journey and my life, then I teach other people how to do the same. And this company and this opportunity is so amazing. You know, we're just helping people share their own journeys and get fit and healthy and live the best life they can. And I really hope, think about it. It took me way too long to say yes, you know. And so if you have any questions, I'm here. I want to answer all of your questions, but don't overthink it, man. If you think helping people sounds good, I want to help you help people. That's my goal. I want to empower other women, other moms to feel better, to feel fulfilled, and to live their best life. And so our team's doing that, and we're doing it big, and we're going big. So I hope you join us.